Can an LLC have passive investors? My name is Sam Bryant, and I'm an attorney that helps build and protect Florida businesses. Uh, this question came from a client who wanted to form a trucking business and was apprehensive about selecting an LLC as the formation of the business because he was interested in having passive investors. His understanding or his thought was I needed to be a corporation to have to issue shares out to investors that I don't really want involved in management. So I had to tell him that an LLC can have passive investors. You can, in fact, structure an LLC to operate in every way that a corporation acts. So you can have an LLC that has a board of directors and has passive investors. The only real difference here is that you're not going to be issuing out shares of an LLC. The equity that you issue out with an LLC, it's traditionally called a membership interest. So you can represent that in many ways in your operating agreement when you first form the company. But at the end of the day, you can issue out equity to passive investors. Now, you do have to be aware of some securities laws that could be involved in that. So we're not going to go really into depth with that, but you just know that with an LLC, you can structure your LLC in ways that you can expect or you can impose a lot less restrictions on not restrictions, but you can take away the active role of specific equity holders in your LLC so that somebody can invest a certain amount of money and they aren't involved in that day to day of the LLC. Now, it just requires a little bit of creativity in how you structure your operating agreement and structure the LLC and how you issue out that equity to those eventual investors. But yes, you can, and you can even have that equity vest over time. That's similar to what startups do with their initial employees. So it's usually it's a function of one of the main benefits of having an LLC. It's the fact that you can do something like this. You can set up an LLC which is easy to set up as far as registration goes, and you can enjoy the flexibility in how you operate, which is more flexibility than a corporation. But you can also integrate those parts of the corporation that may work good, that may work well for your business, which could be finding those passive investors. So so yes, you can you can have an LLC that issues out equity to passive investors. You just want to make sure that the actual equity is issued out in the correct way and that the operating agreement between the members sets up the proper structure to allow the LLC to issue out that interest. So I hope you found that video helpful. If you have any questions about passive investment in LLCs or how to properly structure the LLC to not worry about any regulatory laws, especially the securities laws that could be involved, uh, feel free to reach out. We're always here to help, and hope you enjoyed the video.